Hey, welcome to His and Hers Gen X podcast, a Christmas edition.
Yep.
I'm your first host, Cristina, and with me is
Chad.
the other host.
Yeah. See, we got the Christmas movie posters up.
We did.
Although I don't think we're going to be doing any of those this year.
I don't think so either. Charlie Brown
It's just
Christmas,
nice.
A Christmas Story.
They're all ones we've seen a million times. So-
Yeah. I've seen this one a million times. You haven't seen this since when was the last time you watched Gremlins?
Probably... I can't even remember. Like, I remember watching this a few times as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I remember, like, not understanding the infatuation with it. Like, I would say, like, it definitely has that Spielberg charm.
Yeah.
Like, you get, like, with E.T., even, like, Back to the Future and stuff like that. But, like, it wasn't, like, my first... Like, I would always rather watch Back to the Future or, like, an actual real comedy over this.
Yeah.
Like, I got, like... I'm, like... Because... You know, I understood there walks this fine line between scary and it's just ridiculously cartoony. You know?
Yeah.
Like it's definitely like in the yeah, I'm gonna take this off. It's definitely cartoony and like kid friendly in like that attitude because it's like almost like Looney Tunes at some point or the Muppet Show.
It has that slapstick Looney Tunes quality, and I never thought this is not a horror movie. This was always like a comedy.
Yeah,
with some gross elements in it.
Yeah, it walks that fine line between comedy and horror. I mean, there is like a subgenre of like comedy horrors. You know, like although it's funny, like the way most people see this movie is the way I see most horror movies. Like all they have to do is just change the music to, you know, cartoony and silly, and it's like just as ridiculous to me.
I mean, there's some really dark stuff in this.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, when that he's like a high school science teacher or something, a biology teacher.
That's kind of like Back to the Future. A high school kid and a science teacher are friends for no reason.
Right. I don't know if he was a student. We don't know how old Billy is, first of all.
Well, he's definitely not in school anymore.
He works a full-time job at a bank, which is like an adult job, but he lives with his parents.
Yeah. And I think the relationship between him and the high school science teacher that's exactly what they did in Stranger Things. You know, it's like, well, I mean, they were actual high school students.
Yeah.
That was similar.
He needed a smart guy he could reference, so he was like a friend now, I guess.
Yeah, every horror movie, they always have like some science guy to like try to put like a real life spin on it, you know?
Yeah. But I mean, they show after the gremlin hatches in his classroom, they show him on the ground with an injection, like a syringe in his butt.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he was dead, like maybe he injected it with like something bad, or if he just like put him to sleep.
Well,
it's pretty dark.
In a movie like this, it's you just anytime there's like a horror movie, and somebody's not moving, you just assume they're dead.
Yeah, Mrs. Deagle, the crazy old mean Scrooge lady, she died.
She was exactly Wicked Witch of the West, like for like beat for beat. Like I think this movie took a lot of. Well, I wasn't going to say they're ripping them off, but there's like so many homages in this movie. Like that's like an homage to Wizard of Oz.
There's a lot of homages to to movies.
Yeah, a lot of like the horror, like every horror trope is in here. Mm-hmm. You know, like you go to the police don't believe them, the car doesn't start at the right minute. You know.
Yeah. Typical horror stuff, but yeah, there's some death in this movie, although it's warranted. Like Mrs. Deagle. She's mean. She deserves to die with her cats, where she goes flying.
Yeah, flying through the window. Yeah.
God, as a kid, I thought that was hilarious. I still do. That's like the best scene in the whole movie.
I know, but like you could also play that. Like that could be like that. You could do a shot for shot in like some kind of R-rated Freddy or Jason movie.
Right.
And it would be disturbing there, but it's comical here because it's so absurd.
Yeah. This is one of those movies that always opens up in a way where I forget that it opens up, where the father, who I thought was Ned Beatty, but it's not Ned Beatty, goes to that little magic shop to sell some of his inventions.
I know, he says he goes to
the Mogwai.
He says he goes to Chinatown, but I thought he went to like actual overseas China.
Yeah, I wonder if he went to New York City. That's why I don't know where
which Chinatown is he going? Is it Chinatown within his own town?
Probably not in Kingston Falls.
Yeah.
But I remember he offers the old man. It's like $100, $200, and did you notice the little kid? He's like,
yeah.
Like, was that a lot of money back in 1984? $200.
Yeah, but it's also, you know, I guess they're supposed to be poor, like just getting by. Although, I mean, if you own your own business, you can't be that poor.
Well, it's not like he was advertising his business. It was down some creepy alleyway in the back.
Yeah.
Like, nobody knew where he was.
I know. It's so impractical. Like, I'm going to make my store as hard to find as possible and make no money.
I make no money. So $200 is a lot of money.
Yeah. Let's see. Oh, I think this is trivia it was new news to us, but a lot of people probably have already seen a million, did you know facts movies. And this set uses the same set as Back to the Future, the outside, like the town square.
Yeah.
In fact, it actually used it first.
Yeah.
Before Back to the Future. So it's like, you get to see the same city, fake city, in spring or summer or whatever, Back to the Future, actually fall, I guess. And then in winter.
Yeah.
To me, growing up with snow, like all the snow here, it looked totally fake. It just like styrofoam or something.
Yeah. There was a lot of snow, which makes me think maybe it was in Ohio or somewhere on like the Great Lakes.
Yeah.
Very snowy. You thought it might be upstate New York.
Yeah, it could be because Kingston is a city in upstate New York, and there's a ton of cities with falls in the name up there.
Yeah.
Although, we both said what kills your suspension of disbelief in this movie, they're supposed to be outside in the winter, but you don't see their breath.
Nothing.
That was the same thing in The Shining. And that was like the one thing that took me out of it. I'm like, why they're supposed to be in Colorado, and it's in the middle. You should be able to see their breath.
I didn't notice that. So when they're freezing at the end in the maze, there's no breath.
Yeah, there's no breath.
They managed to make it look cold though with the fog and everything. That's crazy.
They shot it on a sound stage in England, probably in the summer.
Damn, I'm always gonna notice that now. So Dad brings home a mysterious creature, and the family's just like, wow, this is cool. They're not weirded out by the fact they don't know anything about this thing.
To me, it definitely has like puppet animatronic eyes. It looks very plastic.
Yeah, and he's always sitting, so I always imagine there's like a hand going through the bottom to control it. It's probably just a puppet. Yeah,
they make him like cute, like a kitten. He has huge ears, which they probably took from Yoda.
Yeah.
Or inspiration.
I think Gizmo might be like the cutest movie character there is, just in terms of the little voice, and he's so cute.
Didn't Howie Mandel do his voice?
Howie Mandel, of all people. What else did he do? Little Monsters.
Yeah, it's funny. I think he's done more voice work than like live action work.
He must have, because other than his like talk show, I really can't think of what else he did. But the rules are no bright light, no water, don't feed after midnight. And they violate all those rules in like the first 24 hours.
And they come back to this in the sequel because they say like, don't feed them after midnight. Well, it's always after midnight.
That's my question. What time is it safe for them to eat again?
I know.
It's always after midnight.
We're shooting this at 8:42 p.m., so it's been 20 hours and 42 minutes after midnight.
It's a little plot hole that's always bothered me. What time can Gizmo eat again?
I know.
It's like setting you up for failure if you don't know.
I think they said something like, what if you're flying in a plane and then you go back or you cross time zones, Right. They said it in the second, like, can you feed him again?
Yeah, what if it's midnight in Australia? Is it okay to feed him? It's just a little stupid thing that has always bothered me.
So the other trivia thing about main big thing on this one, Phoebe Cates is in this, and Judge Reinhold was in this. They were both in Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
Judge Reinhold's barely in this.
Yeah.
It was a small role for him.
Yeah, so a little Fast Times reunion there.
I guess
a little Back to the Future reunion too, because the mother, his mother in this movie was his mother's mother, grandmother, I guess you could say, in Back to the Future.
That's who she was. Okay, yeah. I was trying to place her. Yeah, she's a lot cooler in this movie. She's a badass.
Yeah, she kills like 3 or 4 of them herself.
Without even knowing anything about them. They're in her kitchen, and she's just like, I'm going to put one in the blender.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they're just like the most prototypical evil creature that you can possibly make, It's just like green, the red snake eyes,
Yeah.
All pointy.
She puts one in the microwave, and it blows up within like 30 seconds. Yeah. I was back when... I don't know. Do you remember being a little kid and microwaves, like your parents would say, don't stand too close to it?
The first one we got was like giant, and it was super loud.
It was very loud. I remember, and we got a rotating plate, and that was a big deal. But yeah, you weren't supposed to, and we would press our faces right up to it to look inside.
Oh, really? I never cared that much. I could see.
I don't know, it's like a cancer risk. But, you know, that was back when microwaves were considered unsafe, I guess, because it would take a while to actually kill something with a microwave.
Oh, yeah, so what I was going to say about Phoebe Cates is, like, she has this one diatribe or soliloquy where she talks about her dad dying accidentally.
She's a morbid character.
Yeah, like, she has, like, the personality of, like, some emo or goth, but, like, she dresses like a Molly Ringwald, like a very successful person, you know, very fashionista.
Yeah, she works at the bank, she works at the bar, she seems normal, but she needs therapy.
Her personality is like, so, yeah.
But yeah, she goes a long story about her father, which I still remember as a little kid. I thought it was so bad, falling down the chimney and stinking, so they had to bring him out because he was smelling up the house.
I know. Most chimneys are only like this wide, like you couldn't possibly fit down them, like.
And his arms were full of presents. So I was always wondering, how big is this chimney? It would have to be massive to have. I remember realizing that
as a kid, like, because they always say Santa comes down the chimney, but I'm like, how? Like, he's gonna jump 2 stories straight down. Like, what's gonna stop him? You're gonna get hurt falling from that high. Yeah. And also, chimneys aren't wide enough to hold a person. They're only meant to just take the smoke out of the house, you know?
Yeah, and he's supposed to be morbidly obese. Yeah. I always wondered how he got out because, you know, the chimney's so close to the floor. How does he maneuver out of there?
They kind of answer that in Santa Claus, the movie. Did you ever see that?
I didn't. No.
Oh, maybe we can watch
Tim
that
Allen? I haven't seen that one.
No, Santa Claus, the movie, an 80s movie with Dudley Moore.
I don't even know about this.
And the guy who was in Big Lebowski, he was Santa Claus. I forgot his name.
Jeff Bridges?
No, the old guy.
I don't know. Okay,
we're getting way off topic.
I've never heard of this before.
I can't believe you never saw Santa Claus.
Dudley Moore
it was
Alexander
Salkind. Yeah, Dudley Moore was the head elf.
Oh, okay. Maybe we need to add that.
All right.
Because I have no idea
what
you're talking about.
Maybe that could be your pick next time.
And I love Dudley Moore, and you've never seen Arthur, so Dudley Moore month.
Let's see what else.
Oh, Billy. I wrote down that Billy is a very sweet guy. Mm-hmm. I just think he's a sweet kid.
He's like a hero without even trying, you know. Because he's not like a macho dude. He's just a regular dude.
He comes up with blowing up the movie theater, like, really quick. He's like, wait, there's a gas line. If I just set this place on fire, it'll explode.
Did you ever see Inglourious Basterds?
Oh, I haven't seen that either.
It has a similar ending, is all I'll say.
Okay.
I wonder if it was inspired from this.
Inspired by Gremlins.
Yeah.
But yeah, Billy... He's very good in a pinch, whereas Kate's not. It takes forever for her to, like, help him in the department store.
Well, that's just horror movie trope, you know? It's like they have to get held up, you know, for suspense.
She can't get the lights on. Yeah. She can't do anything except
That's everything in a horror movie. Everybody is stupid and makes really stupid decisions.
Yeah.
Because they want the audience to go, why are you doing that?
I had a question about Kate. When she was in the bar serving the Gremlins... Mm-hmm. She just all of a sudden pulls out a camera and flashes a light in their face.
Yeah.
How did she know to do that?
There was a scene right before that where one of the Gremlins was, like, doing this because he was getting, like, a reflection of something.
Okay, so she figured it out.
Yeah.
So she's not completely stupid.
Yeah, that was weird. That was really poorly explained. That was like a blink and you miss it moment.
I did blink and miss that, apparently, because I was like, wow, she just knew how to, like, scare them and get them to
There's a good, there's like almost like a montage part where they're showing nothing but the evil Gremlins for, like, what, 2 or 3 minutes?
In the bar.
Yeah, and I was like, they're just showing off their puppet effects, you know?
Yeah, they had, like, character
It's not adding anything to the story. It's just, hey, look what we can do with these puppets, you know?
They had, like, every movie trope in there. They had, like, the film noir gangsters, Gunslinger, Humphrey Bogart, the Looney Tunes style, and then the flash dance.
I know.
With the leg warmers on.
I forget, was it Gizmo who hits his head and it's playing, like, the Tweety sound, you know?
It
the
does.
Birds, you know?
Yeah. There was a lot of character licensing in this film, too, with the Hi-Ho, Hi-Ho. So Disney, Seven Dwarfs.
Yep.
And then Looney Tunes.
Yeah, because they had the E.T. doll at one point.
Yeah. You ever see another movie that had that variety of different licensed
I know, like, where they acknowledge the real world, you know?
Yeah. What'd you think of this movie overall?
I kind of feel the same now as I did as a kid. Like, you know, okay, this is fun to watch, but it wouldn't be my first choice. You know, I get like I said, it has that Spielberg charm for sure.
It does.
So, it's not like it's like a pain to sit through it.
No.
I think it's maybe a little overlong. So I think it was an hour and 46. I think it could have been closer to a solid 90.
Oh, you think it was too long?
Just a little.
Yeah,
Like, it's funny because like it's actually pretty quickly paced because there's no like long lags, especially at the beginning. Like we start to see Gizmo like within the first few minutes. Well, like 10, 15 minutes in.
They take about 30 to 45 minutes just to set up the Gremlins.
Yeah,
So they take their time with that.
Yeah, you get to see a young Corey Feldman.
Yeah, and then the part where he actually has to defeat the Gremlins doesn't even seem that long. Maybe
Mm-hmm.
it just feels like it goes by very quickly.
Mm-hmm.
But it's not a terribly long resolution. Like, Billy figures it out pretty quick. You just got to blow them up.
Yeah, it's like a zombie movie where there's all you can do is just kill them.
Right. So he kills them all.
It's funny, like, thinking of, like, and then, okay, well, who's going to pay for the blown-up movie theater? Insurance. Like, the whole town's, like, destroyed. It's like, who pays for that, you know? That's something they never answer in the movie, because all we know is that the monster is dead, and, all right, happy ending, the end.
We don't know what happens after
people
that.
blew up all that shit. Or, like, think of, like, in Die Hard, they, like... Well, you never saw that either.
Oh, Die Hard's another
So many action
movie.
movies where, like, shit just gets blown up, and it's just like... Who's paying for that, you know?
Yeah, there's no consequences. Everybody's happy that the town is saved or whatever, but they have a lot of rebuilding to do. I don't know. This is like a movie I watch every other Christmas or so, because it is easy to just have that in the background while you're doing something else. It doesn't need your full attention.
Yeah, I mean, but I would much rather go with Home Alone. I would one of these, you know, Christmas Story. I don't want to watch like a dark movie for... That's just not my idea of for fun.
This is a Christmas movie, though.
I don't think it was a Christmas movie.
It's a Christmas movie.
It's just like a comedy horror that takes place at Christmas.
It's so Christmassy.
Was it released around Christmas?
I actually have no idea.
I gotta Google that. What
I gotta
was
find out.
Gremlins release date?
I mean, it would have to be around Christmas. That would make it the ultimate Christmas movie.
What was Gremlins release date? June 18th, 1984. So it was a summer movie. Which also, yeah, the second one came out in 1990, also June. So they're both summer movies.
6 years later, the second one came out. A
summer
movie with
release.
a Christmas theme. Why do you think they did that?
Well, I think they did a lot, you know. You know, they didn't have to release it like right at the holiday season.
Yeah, just set it during Christmas. I guess it just sets up the reason Billy
Batman
got the present in the first place.
Batman Returns takes place at Christmas, but you don't think of that as a Christmas movie.
But Die Hard's considered a Christmas movie, and it takes place
It's really
during
not.
Christmas.
That's just an internet meme. Is everybody just got that going? Like, which is again, that was a summer blockbuster. You know, it just takes place at Christmas.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know. I think they did that to like cheer up the audience. You know, hey, it's the middle of summer. Hey, Christmas is only 6 months away.
Yeah, I don't know. I think dark Christmas movies have their place amongst like the boring ones, like Charlie Brown Christmas.
Well, that's only a TV show. It's only 22 minutes compared to like some awful 2-hour, you know, full-length movie.
Yeah. Any other thoughts on Gremlins? It's not a very long movie.
You know, I did notice like there's kind of like a difference between PG gross out puppetry versus like R puppetry. Like consider like how they at the end when the gremlin melts or whatever. It kind of reminds me of like The Thing or like Alien.
Yeah.
Or any of the Alien sequels. Like they seem to go harder on like goo. Although they did have a lot of goo in this one at first.
Yeah.
There's a different, I don't know, there's just like you can just tell the difference from looking at a PG puppetry versus R puppetry.
Yeah, the way the bubbles move under their skin is really gross, especially on like Stripe.
Yeah.
The big gremlin. It's disgusting. And that squishing sound it makes is really nasty. So that's probably why it got the 13 rating.
I think every horror movie you suggested I've found to be more gross than scary.
I guess that's just like, you know.
You know, it's just like blood and like all the blood and guts and all those, you know, practical effects.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's like they're going for a gross out factor. It's like it doesn't really scare me.
I mean,
like jump scares do, you know.
I think a lot of movies for our generation, like our Zennials, early 80s, are disgusting. And I can't help it. That's just how they were. But Gremlins is no exception.
I would say this is much more... I would rather watch this over The Thing.
Oh, yeah. You could watch this again.
Much like The Thing, I feel like this one ripped off Alien. You know, it's like just a monster out of nowhere. And like even the eggs or the cocoons that they form, it looks just... maybe not just like the alien eggs, but very, very similar.
Yeah.
You know, like black, green, scaly, wet.
Yeah.
Steam comes out of them.
Yeah, they produce steam.
You know, and it follows like the horror movie trope of like you'd only see the monster like for half a second or you know in shadows or whatever, and then once you find like in it, just like an alien, like he crawls into the air conditioning duct or whatever. It's just that trope of the monster got away.
Yeah. Spielberg was known for that, for keeping the monster of the movie secret. Like E.T. you didn't see for a long time, Jaws you didn't see for a long time, and I guess the Gremlin, the actual full-size one, you don't see for a while, you just know about it. So
well, I wouldn't consider E.T. a monster.
You know, just like his characters.
Yeah.
He always kept them hidden, and like he didn't want you to see them outside of the theater, so they wouldn't put him in trailers or anything like that. So I think that was the same thing with Gremlins. I don't think... Oh, it's Gizmo on the poster for Gremlins, right? It's not an actual
which
gremlin.
One.
I think the one they put
usually
in
Gizmo.
theaters was just Gizmo. So, yeah, they kept that one secret.
I wrote down, there's a scene where his dad sells a smokeless ashtray to a guy, and then there's a part where he's leaving, and there's two scenes that are completely pointless other than to just show the dad's out of town for some reason.
Coming back
home. And the old guy's just coughing. He's like coughing up a lung. I'm like, this is gross. Like hearing people cough like that, it sounded like legit coughing to me. Like
he's working at a cigarette store.
Very phlegmy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, this is so gross. It doesn't add anything to the movie.
No, he was working at a cigarette store, so I think it was just there for comic relief. It really didn't have much point. Which I know, this movie, of scenes didn't.
Yeah, they said like the Phoebe Cates scene was like a metaphor for the movie. Like, were you supposed to take it seriously or was it supposed to be, you know, silly?
Yeah.
That's how, like, a lot of this movie, I would say it's like 90% silly, 10% face value.
Yeah. Kind of frustrating as an adult. Then I'm thinking about it, the dad with his inventions and his family's scared to touch anything because they're afraid it's going to explode.
It's like a total cartoon.
I'm like, dude, get a real job. Your son's working at a bank to support you, pretty much.
I know. He's like John Candy's character. I can't see it on camera. You know, like kind of John Candy's character from Planes, Trains, and Automobiles.
Yeah, the salesman.
Yeah, but it looks like he is also the inventor in The Salesman, or John Candy's just a salesman. But it's just that kind of personality. You know, I feel like I've seen that in a lot of TV shows and movies.
He's the inventor, and his inventions really suck.
Yeah, like
that's kind of annoying.
Nutty Professor or something like that.
Yeah. So another point to the movie that's after a while it kind of gets old, but
yeah, I mean, so overall I would say this movie's it's okay. You know, I definitely don't like it as much as you do, and I wouldn't be in such a rush to see it again. Like it doesn't really hold that much nostalgia value to me other than just, you know, it's a Spielbergian pop culture thing. Like I remember kids having Gremlins toys, you know, lunch boxes, probably t-shirts. You know, but it was always like, to me it wasn't like nobody ever actually like said, oh, I can't wait to see that again. You know, it was more Back to the Future, Indiana Jones, Goonies.
I did not own any Gremlins toys when I was a small kid. I don't remember it being a toy thing, was it? They make them now for like, people our age.
Yeah, but
I don't remember owning stuff like that, so I don't think it was heavily
yeah, I don't think it was a whole lot of merch.
Yeah,
but I mean, it wasn't the phenomenon E.T. was, but
right.
It's still, you know, it's still one of the big '80s franchises.
I like this one. I think the second one might actually be better, just because of the characters. The Gremlins are more fleshed out.
I remember seeing the second one in theaters. And I remember it just being like even funnier and like it wasn't trying to be as. I don't know. I guess we'll find out.
It was funny and self-aware, and she even makes fun of
Maybe
herself.
We'll come back to that next year.
Yeah, Gremlins too, because that one I actually enjoy it a lot. All right, well, sorry you didn't like it as much, but to me, the Gremlins is the ultimate Christmas movie.
Yeah, I liked it better than some of the other movies you've picked. But
thanks.
It just wouldn't be my first choice, you know.
Yeah.
All right, well, I guess that wraps it up. Check out our beer review. I'll put links down there.
To the beer review. Yeah.
Smell you later.
See you on the flip side. Ho, ho, ho. Bye.
Bye.